Gao gao食べちゃおう Hello everyone. Hello Starcene. Hello lurkers. Today we are playing a little bit more period. Thank you so much for waiting for me. I had to take a little break because I got not fun dental stuff done on Monday. So I am I don't want to say I'm like pain-free, but I'm much better. Fumi-san! Hi! フミさんは元気かな？元気かな？今は確かに朝だよね、フミさん。朝だよね。日本に朝だよね。でも僕はもう元気だよ。I'm all better now, for the most part. I mean, I'm still a little sore. But I'm good. And sorry for the brief delay. I had to do some updates. OBS needed an update. My iPhone needed an update. Some other thing needed an update. They all decided they needed to update right now, right before stream. So hence the small delay. Nice to hear. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. There was another, I guess, a route or a canal or whatever it is. There was like another thing they had to like hollow out. Ugh. I can't. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. Yuck. Ugh. I don't want to think about it. Ugh. But there was a fourth one. Normally there's only 3, I guess, but genetically I have 4. So they found it and they cleaned it, I guess. So hopefully no more pain, cause they botched it the first time. But hopefully no more pain, hopefully. I'm hoping. It's still a little sore, so I'm only having soft food, like macaroni and I don't know what else. Mostly macaroni. Soft things. Fruit. Gentle things. Pickled cucumbers, which is not the same as pickles. It's like brined in Italian dressing. Anyway, so I'm doing way better though. So, fingers crossed that it won't hurt anymore. But some exciting stuff coming up, chat. I spent my whole morning looking over the bill that the programmer sent me for my game, and there were some mistakes that I didn't catch, so I tried my best to fix it. I also had somebody else's help. I had the programmer's help, and I had one of the other crew members' help to help me with the script. Try to find the mistakes, because I don't know Ren'Py. I'm not familiar with the program very much at all. So I was able to fix some issues with they were small issues, like file names were wrong, and what else? File names were wrong, and there was indentation issues that was making the script act funny. Sound effects aren't playing, stuff like that. Sometimes the wrong CG shows up, just stuff like that. So we are so close, chat. I fixed what I could, but I also broke it even worse. So I just compiled my notes and my corrections in a script, and I sent it over to the programmer, and I only need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 3 CG, but they're variations. So there's 1 CG that has 1, 2, 3 variations, and there's a second CG that has 1, 2 variations, and then a third CG that has 2 variations as well. But I don't really consider those separate CG. Anyway, the point is, chat, we only have 3 CG, not counting the variations. We only have 3 CG that need to be finished. And then all the assets are done. And then I can send it all to the programmer, and he will fix all the mistakes that I probably made. he'll be able to fix it. And then, chat, then we're getting really exciting. Because after all the assets are done and the final build is done, then it's time for testing! Beta testing! I'm so excited. I really hope to have, thank you for the hearts, I love the little heart. I hope to have the CG done by the end of August. Hopefully it'll be done sooner, but it is scheduled to be finished by the end of August. And then, let's see, September is going to be for the programming and debugging and beta testing. And October, hopefully, if everything goes well, hopefully it'll be an October release. I want to get it out before Halloween. Before Halloween and before Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel comes out, which is the 29th. So, we are on track. So we have 3 CG. One of them is being worked on currently, and then you have the different variations. There's small variations like expression changes or slight pose differences, stuff like that. We are on track though. Now, hope nothing goes wrong. Yeah, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. I hope nothing goes wrong as well. We are so close, chat. August, September, October. That is it, chat. August, September, October. Assuming everything goes well. I have a handful of beta testers picked out. I got like 5, maybe 4 people who volunteered to be beta testers. And hopefully they all are available in September to write their report about anything they found for the programmer to fix. So we are so close. That is right, Ryan. We are so close. We are very close, and I am very excited. All good things. Yeah, if you wanna maybe commission me, hint, or donate, hint, every little bit will go towards the game. Pretty much everything is paid for except for like 2 CG. Those are the only things not paid for yet. 2 CG. Everything else is done. The voice acting, the soundtrack, kind of, sort of. Let me explain. The soundtrack is smaller than I intended because there was a little bit of a communication issue with the composer, so I have a smaller soundtrack than I anticipated, but it is still a good soundtrack. So the soundtrack is what I have. It is done. The voice acting is all paid for. The programming is all paid for. The only thing not paid for are 2 CG. So that is very, very exciting. We are so close. Hello, River. Kumakko Bros. Oh my god, that's so funny. Kumakko Bros. I get it. Like Kumakko. I get it. Nobody's ever used that phrase before. That's funny. I'm just talking a little bit about the eroge development and how close we are. We're so close, chat. I'm so excited. So basically what needs to be done is the 3 CG need to be finished. I gotta pay the artist for the remaining 2 CG. They need to be finished. I need to give my approval. Then I get all the assets. I send it to the programmer. And then the programmer has to take all the assets and put it in the final build. They need to fix any of the bugs I found. They need to incorporate any of the changes I made to the script. Like changing sprites and stuff like that. And then he will give me the final build, and then I will give that to the beta testers, and I will test it, and the beta testers will test it. Any issues they find will be fixed, and then they'll be sent back to me, the final game build, and then I will give that build to Just USA for distribution. We are not quite Golden Master yet, but we are on the way. Very exciting, super exciting. I'm really pumped. So hopefully all goes well. I've been playing it. I've played my own game so many times. At least a dozen times I've played my game, finding new bugs and whatnot. I decided, for example, rather recently, there's a scene, okay? You go on a date with Angel, okay? And he was gonna be in his regular outfit. But I was thinking, I'm like, well, I have this series of sprites for this different outfit that I've never used except for one scene. Why don't I use it for a second scene? So that's what I did. I switched out the sprites from the normal outfit to the special date outfit. So that'll be exciting. And the opening movie is done. The ending movie is done. So I have to put that in the build. So exciting. Very exciting. So things are coming along. I am very hyped. In case you haven't been able to tell, I am very hyped. Other than the game, other good stuff is Halloween. Halloween chat. It is never too early. I'm so excited. Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. I love Halloween. I love holidays. But Halloween is so fun. I love haunted houses. I love candy. I love trick-or-treating. I love costumes. I wonder how many more years I can get away with trick-or-treating. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. I've just worn the same outfit for like 3 years in a row for trick-or-treating. I have like a giant, I'm getting to that star. I have like a kigurumi. I have like a fox kigurumi that I've worn for like 3 years straight. Not obviously I've washed it, but you know, I've worn it for 3 Halloweens because it's very warm and nobody can see my face in it. I get a little face paint. I get a little whiskers and a cute little nose drawn on me, so I'm a fox. I've done that for 3 years in a row, but as a special treat this year, Chad, as a special treat, Hot Topic has released Hazbin Hotel Halloween costumes, and I got the Angel Dust costume as a special treat. I got the Angel Dust costume as a reward, as a present. I got the Angel Dust costume. I got it in medium. I hope that's okay. It might be too big on me, actually. Oh well, too late. So I'm gonna be Angel Dust for Halloween. That's the plan. I'm gonna be Angel Dust for Halloween. I got the costume. I pre-ordered it. So I'm gonna be Angel Dust for Halloween. Huzzah! I really miss doing like a Halloween party and stuff. That's what happens when you move out to the middle of nowhere! But also, some of you may not know this. Halloween, October 31st, is Mama Kuma's birthday. It is her birthday! So that means I split the day. In the morning is Mama Kuma's birthday, and in the evening is Halloween. Margarita ne! かわいい子、誰がかわいい子、誰がかわいい子。実はさ、僕の乙女芸はもうそろそろ、10月発売かもね。すっごくワクワクよ。そしてハロウィンはね、ママクマの誕生日。朝はママクマの誕生日。そしてなんというか、夜はハロウィンの時だよ。半分のホリデー、半分の誕生日かもね。マガリカネは元気かな？褒めてくれてありがとう。まあ僕はそんなに可愛くなんてないよ。それほどでもないよ。キツネ。Yeah, I was a kitsune for Halloween, but not this year. 今年はね、僕のハロウィンのコスプレはね、エンジェルちゃんごっこ。ハズビンホテルのエンジェルちゃん、僕の今年のハロウィンコスプレ。This year, I'm gonna be Angel Chan for Halloween. I'm excited. I got the costume pre-ordered. I don't think it comes with a wig. Do I care enough to style my hair? Probably not. I don't care enough to dye and style my hair for Halloween. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be super fun to dress up. And then I will keep that precious costume on a hanger so nobody can touch it and it never gets sweaty or dirty because it is precious and sacred to me. It is precious and sacred to me. So yeah, I'm gonna be Angel for Halloween. I'm gonna be Angel. And it's gonna be so cool. What about you, child? What are you gonna be for Halloween? Anybody who dresses up as me for Halloween gets, I don't know. Anybody who dresses up as me for Halloween gets, like, I don't know, extra candy, yeah. I'm fine, but I'm suffering from summer fatigue. そうなの？夏はそんなに暑いかな？うわー、35度かな？うわー、ひどすぎー。やだー。もう僕ね、秋が来るはいいなと思っている。ハロウィンはやっぱり早く切った方がいいよ。ダメよ。こんなに暑いなんて。気をつけてね、マーガリカね。アイスとか、なんていうか。そう。なんていうか。泳ぐた方がいいよ。泳ぐとか、アイスとか、いっぱい水とか、そういうのものがいいかも。Kumakko is hard to cosplay. The bow would be massive. I guess so. I guess it would be a pretty big bow, but it's not. Look at the rest of it, though. Huh? Not too bad. Not too bad, huh? You need like some sock glue, some floppy big socks, some bandages, a cute bag. I think you could do it. And then you got this cute little dress. It's like a blouse, and you got this cute dress on and this little petticoat. I think you could do it. Not that hard. You could do it. I think. I believe in you. You could do it. You could cosplay as me. But the hair might be difficult. It needs to be brown with pink, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hair bows. 5 hair bows. And the ears, the big ears would probably be hard too. Well, if anybody ever cosplays as me, I want to see it. Send me pictures. I will love it no matter what. I don't think the outfit is hard, but like the hair, the ears, and the bows, I think would be hard. Probably. Come on now. I don't want to talk about summer. I don't want to think about summer. I want it to be autumn. I want it to be fall. I want it to be pumpkin spice latte season. I love pumpkin spice latte. I'm a basic girl. I love pumpkin spice latte. 日本にpumpkin spice latte かな。スタバのパンプキンスパイシーラテかな。そういうのものあるかな。このかぼちゃラテ、かぼちゃコーヒーあるかな。Is there such a thing as a pumpkin spice latte in Japan? I'd be very sad if I couldn't get pumpkin spice latte. I don't care if it hurts my tummy. It is worth it. I love the pumpkin spice latte. Yum. I am ready for fall, in case you haven't figured it out yet. I think fall starts at the end of September. 来月は秋だよね。The end of next month is fall. I'm pretty sure. Late September is fall. So I am ready for summer to be over. I am ready for Halloween. And then the rest of the holidays. Christmas is my favorite, but Halloween is always fun. Oh, that reminds me. Chat, keep this a secret. Chat, keep this a secret, chat. Keep this a secret. It's just us, okay? Keep this a secret, okay? But I was trying to figure out what to get Mama Kuma for her birthday. I think I haven't figured it out. None of you tell her. She doesn't watch this, so it's fine. She doesn't watch my channel, so it's fine. I can tell you. But, chat, what I was thinking, chat, is I was thinking of going to Build-A-Bear again. Yes, again. I love it so much, okay? I'm gonna go to Build-A-Bear. I'm gonna get the bat. Stuffed animal, the bat. I'm gonna record myself saying I love you, and I'm gonna put in like a nice scent, like a pumpkin scent. Mama Kuma does not like strawberry scent. She does not like strawberry or like cucumber or anything like that. She doesn't like any of those artificial scents, but she does like, I think, pumpkin, and I think she might like lavender. I think lavender is okay. Yeah. So, I'm gonna get that bat. I'm gonna record myself saying I love you. I'm gonna stuff it with a nice scent, and I'm gonna give it to her as a present. It is very hard to get non-Halloween themed presents when your birthday is on Halloween. Battle. Nani ga worry? Ittakedo, お母さんの誕生日はハロウィンだよ。だからね、お母さんの、誕生日プレゼントは何かなと考える。悩むの。このかわいいぬいぐるみと思うんだけど、考える。かわいいぬいぐるみと、なんというか、スッパーキットかな。お風呂キットかな。お風呂キットとかわいいぬいぐるみ。これはいいプレゼントと思うんだけどね。考えるね。Nice? Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was gonna get her that cute little bat. The little bat. I also want to get one for myself. I am going first thing tomorrow. Soon as they open, I am going, and I need to see how much they are and then save up for it. Those bears are expensive, chat. I never knew. They're kind of pricey. A single bear is like $40. And then you want to add a scent, that's like $5. And then you want to add a sound, that's like $10. And then it's like $15 for an outfit. It can add up a lot. It can add up very quickly. But I'm gonna go first thing, and I'm gonna see if I can get a bat for Mama Kuma, and I will get one for myself later when I can afford it. And I also want to get her bath bombs. Now, recently, for the past couple of years, I've been getting her like spa kits, like with a candle, with some soap, with some nice loofah, with some pretty bath bombs, but she never uses them, really. She never really uses them. The only one she's ever used is the one I got from Lush. She really liked that one. So, I'm gonna go and get her some bath bombs from Lush because they are very nice quality. They're expensive, but they're very nice quality. Bath bombs are good? Yeah. I'm gonna get her the nice ones from Lush. The really nice ones. The fancy ones. I think it was like 3 for $20. That's pretty expensive, but it's for her birthday. I try and make a point to make birthdays very special. Chat, I'm sure you know this, but birthdays are very, very important to me. Especially because maybe mine is not as celebrated as I want by the people in my life. But I try very hard to make other people's birthdays very special. So I want to get her bath bombs and a cute little stuffed animal with my voice in it. And I think that's good. So I'm guesstimating it's gonna cost like, hold on, 40, so help me with the math. 40, 5, 10, 15, let's say 20, 40, let's round up and say 100. Yeah, so I'm gonna go tomorrow. There's no Lush at the mall, but there is a Build-A-Bear, so I'm gonna go to the Build-A-Bear first thing. And then I know there's a Lush. It's not at the mall, but it's not super far. I could easily do both. I could do both. Not in one day, but I could like scout out. I could scout and get some. Either that or like a Starbucks gift card, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I think the stuffed animal and I think the bat bomb are winners. I think those are good gifts. I think those are good gifts. I work very hard to make birthdays special. Even if mine isn't well, prioritized as much as I wish it would be. But that's fine. My birthday is not for a long time anyway. Let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January. 5 months away. My birthday is half the year away. So I want to focus on Mama Kuma's birthday. Let me get a quick drink of water. Alright, so without any further blabbering from me, we are going to be playing period. We're going to be playing Rin-chan's round. Last time we were doing the exchange diary and we went on a date and we went sightseeing. So why don't we continue some of that? Alright, let me put myself in the corner. Not too small, not too big. Right there in the corner. Maybe I'm a little too small. Ah! How's that? Huh? Maybe a little bigger? Maybe like that? That's good, that's good. I like that. Okay. I love this little intro video every time. Alright, let me know how the volume is, if it's too loud, if it's too soft, let me know. Now we also met Rin's mom, and Rin's mom is horrible. It was 2 days after I received the phone call from Rin. At a time suitable to match the designated hour, I left for Rin's house. Yesterday, I didn't pass the diary off to Rin, so actually been a couple of days since we gotten together. However, everything's good? Okay. If I met Rin's mother again, Rin's mother, I hate her mom. I'm sorry, her mom sucks. It would just get a little unpleasant. It appeared that she didn't hold a very good impression of me. No, it was certainly like I wasn't being thought of very cheerfully. I could say that. But Rin had said she was alone in the house today. Where's her dad? Part of me felt a little guilty for sneaking around. As it was, this was a common pattern. No. At least for Rin, she probably hadn't thought that far. I might pay for it if I go jumping the gun on my own. Driving the insolent thoughts from my head, I headed to the Kagami residence with a slightly quick step. Ah, so cute! Kawaii! Rin-chan, Rin-chan, Rin-chan! So cute! To think how tsundere she was. I can't believe how tsundere she used to be. Oh! There was a small shadow loitering at the entrance to the apartment. Senpai! Rin-chan! The little figure waved its hand energetically. Yokoso! Ah, kawaii! Rin was waiting for me at the entrance of the apartment building. Yo, Rin, thanks for inviting me. Have you been waiting outside for me this whole time? Ah, she's so excited. She's so cute. Isn't it hot? Natsu dakara ne. If you stand out in this, you'll end up with a heat stroke. Have lots of water. いっぱい水飲んでいるな。
どうしたんですか？急に気を使ってくれたりして。
だって僕の大事な彼女だからね。Rin giggled.
とにかく中にどうぞ。日射病になりますよ。
Yeah, right. Well, I have heard that. All right. I have a present.
はい。
It's not much. 大したものじゃないけど。But he handed to Rin with an assortment of waffles. Ooh, sounds good.
そんな気を使わなくてもいいのに。
Hell yeah! I'd love it if somebody brought me waffles. I thought I'd be intruding on your home, so I felt I brought these out of necessity. Aren't they cute? And Ian laughed unexpectedly.
先輩でもそういう繊細なところがあるんですね。
I do, surprisingly.
自分で言ってる。
Although, since I was doing this incognito, maybe I shouldn't have left any trace of my visit.
どうかしました？
It's nothing. Does it bother you, chat, that you can see the cursor? Because I can get rid of it if it bothers you.
どうぞ。うちは3階です。
Rin urged me in with her hand. Just as I thought, I was a little nervous. The only girls' room I'd ever been in was Asahi's, and when we were kids. Thinking about it, that was a different count from this case. Anyway, I finally got invited to her house. I just had to not mess it up. Oh!
どうぞ。
Look at how cute! Oh, it's so cute! Look at that little garlic! Oh, it's so cute! I love it! Oh, shut in here! Thanks. Oh my god, it's so cute! I want a little mat like that for my room. Oh, look at it! It's so cute! It's so... Look at the alarm clock. Look at the bulletin board. Look at the flowers. What is that? Just decoration, I guess. Look at the books. Look at the teddy bear. Look at the stuffed animals. Oh my god. It looks so cozy. Look, you got like a little desk here. That's so cute. I love it. I love the backgrounds. Whoa! 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 A girl's room! I think it's super cute and I'm a girl. It was so obvious that one didn't have to say it, but I was a little culture shocked. It's so cute! From the ceiling and the bookshelves to the bed, a fancy color scheme tied the room together. I love the polka dots. Oh my god. I wish my room had polka dots. From being so used to seeing the dreary rooms in the dorm, it was a little like another world. The walls were packed with books, Western books, soft covers, paperbacks. There was not one manga to be seen.
あんまり見回さないでくださいよ。
No, it's so cute! Sorry, and it's so neat too.
そんなに物珍しいですか？
I mean, I think it's really adorable. A girl's room in itself is. That was a profound
そうそう、飲み物でも入れます。紅茶とコーヒー、どちらがいいですか？
I don't really like tea. Except boba, so I guess I'll have coffee. Milk, like 99% milk and 1% coffee. Actually, just bring me a pumpkin spice latte. No, I take it back. A pumpkin spice frappuccino, yeah.
アイスでいいですよね。
Yeah, I want a pumpkin spice frappuccino. Yeah, please.
適当にその辺の椅子に座っててください。
There's only one chair. Out being left alone in this room, somehow I couldn't get settled. On top of the bed, there was a random turtle plushie. It's cute. Do you know how many plushies I have on my bed? At least 3 at any given time. There was a laptop on the desk. It wasn't the mobile type you carry around. It was a somewhat large model. Like this apartment building, Nadine's family is probably pretty affluent. Then why don't they live in a house? Why do they live in an apartment? Uh-oh. If Nadine came back when I was surveying the room too closely... Ah!
慌てよう。まさか。
No! No! I didn't do anything wrong! 3 stuffed animals on my bed is too many? What? No, it's not. I have 2 stuffed animals. 2 plus a pillow that's shaped like a rabbit with embroidery, so I consider it to be a stuffed animal. I have 3 stuffed animals on my bed at any given time. I got a squishmallow that was a present from a family friend. It's like a stuffed animal that you stuff a heat pack into. And then I got the embroidered rabbit pillow.
変化はないみたいですが。
I didn't touch anything!
何をしてたか正直に言ったら許してあげるかもしれませんよ。
I didn't do anything! 何もしないよ! I didn't do anything! Nothing! 何もしなかった！何も！
本当に？
It is! It's really soft and squishy. And Mama-chan likes to use it as a pillow, so I have to have it on my bed. Really? 本当だよ! I really don't have that kind of nerve. What was she expecting us to do? I was just looking around the room a little bit. Man, if anybody saw my room, it's like giant life-size angel dust cardboard cutout, Eda bags, posters, more angel stuff, my angel shrine, stuffed animals, more stuffed animals, I keep my doujinshi in the closet, and I know how funny that sounds, but that's where I keep it. I have a shelf for my eroge. I have a shelf for DVDs and a shelf for CDs. And I've got like a garland, kind of like this actually. I've got a garland, but it's like felt mushrooms instead.
次は気をつけてくださいよ。
Hi. What's that supposed to mean? I really didn't do anything. As I was on the verge of tears, my gaze fell to the iced coffee that Anin handed me. Anin placed her own cup on the desk and moved to the bed and sat down. I love her comforter, it's so cute. The fancy bed really suited Reen's small body. I have a twin bed, personally, because I'm small. I didn't mean that in a weird way, okay? Yes, after all, this room was Reen's room.
それでですね。
Swaying her body on top of the bed, Reen began to speak.
恋人同士になってそろそろ1ヶ月です。
おめでとう! Is that right? It's already been a month? Really? It feels like it's been way longer. We started being trial sweethearts at the same time summer was starting. In no time at all, a month had passed. In that time, we've had 2 dates and 3 weeks of the exchange diary.
数字だけ見れば結構な数になりましたね。
Yeah. Just looking at the numbers, huh? I thought that I'd really close the distance to Reen, but...
どう思います？
How is it, you ask?
この状態って恋人同士として成立してるって思います？
Yes! Yes! That was exactly what I've been worrying about. Speaking frankly, I myself don't even understand this definition of we've reached this status, so now we're sweethearts. Well, this is my idea. This is my take on it, okay? You like somebody, you meet them, you have common interests, you are friends, you hang out as friends, you go to a movie, you go shopping, you, I don't know, get coffee, you watch a movie, you talk about your favorite books or your favorite TV shows or your favorite music, and then you decide we should go out as a couple on a date, and then you get a serious date in which you go to a movie, you get a fancy dinner, you go, cuddle, I guess, and then you do that repeatedly, and you learn more and more about each other, and then you decide we should be more serious. Why don't we move in together? And then you move in together, and then you decide whether you are not super compatible as living arrangements or not. You learn more about the other person. Are they messy? Are they neat? How are they mature? How responsible are they? You know more about them the more you live together. And then, finally, you decide to get married or not married. But ideally, get married. And that is the pinnacle of a relationship, in my opinion. Anyway. Not that I have gone through any of that at all. This feeling hadn't changed much from a rapid progression if you think about it. It seems really obvious to me that these two have feelings for each other. Rather, what do you call our situation right now? That's what we wanted to know. In love? Because in our case, the start was unique. Oh my god, do you like each other or not? End of story. The relationship started by mutually agreeing, let's think of ourselves as boyfriend and girlfriend. And then and only then after marriage can you hold hands. Yeah, exactly. In that case, if the premise is that we become sweethearts, it would be strange if we didn't. Oh, I forgot about that stuff. After you go on a couple dates, then you can kiss and stuff. But only after a couple of dates. And only after you're friends for at least 6 months to a year. Yes. It was strange, but that was something Rina and I both understood without having a conversation in words. Yeah, you gotta be friends from 6 months to a year first, and then you can start going out. In my opinion, that's my, standards, I guess. But in my case, starting out as trial sweetheart, there certainly have been changes. Throughout the day, the amount that I think about you has increased a lot. I mean, oh my god, just say you like each other! Well, this is so cute. That's not glacial. I don't think that's glacial. I think that's a decent amount of time. You know each other, you're friends for like 6 months to a year, and then you decide to date. You need to be compatible as friends before you are compatible as partners. And then, I don't know, from I've never gotten that far actually, but let's assume you know each other for a long time and then you decide to date. And then from there you decide to move in. I don't know, I've never gotten that far. Rin, while picking up one of the plushies at her side, making as though to cover her face. So cute! Murmured this quietly. Yeah, Rin wrote this in a previous diary entry too. That day, before we started the trial dating. Honestly, I didn't handle it very well, Rin. I thought, now she hates me, doesn't she? That's what... Tsundere, 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 kawaii. She glared at me. Well, maybe I carried the joke a little too far. Our meeting in the library. I remember teasing the toppled Rin. Yeah, just marry her now. Whoops, that was my microphone. I didn't mean to knock it over. Whoops. She glanced at me with a chilly stare. I'm very sorry for that. Man, I wish it worked out like in the eroge. You talk, you date, and then it's immediately icha-icha-rabu-rabu. Kekkon ending! Best ending! Which is it? But Rin changed the mood. Oh, she was interested from the very beginning. That's true. So a strong bad impression. I see. Is that good? This wasn't changing from disaster to good fortune, was it? It was a little complicated. But for a cute girl like you, Rin, I think it wouldn't be unusual for you to get a boyfriend in the normal way. One might also think, isn't it a little early? Are you kidding me, girl? You are so cute. so cute. Huh? Whoa, she responded naturally without thinking.
インドア派だし、本の虫だし。
That's me.
背だって低いし。
That's just me. That's just me. No. What are you saying? You're a girl, so don't you look in the mirror every day?
だからこそよくわかるんです。
Well, that's because you're amplifying every single flaw.
ユキナ先輩や小羽先輩と比べたら、私なんてただの子供です。
That's the best part!
千歳みたいに目鼻立ちもくっきりしてないし。
You have pink hair, girl! And you always wear it in cute little twin tails. You have pink hair and yellow eyes, amber eyes. Well, what about the ones she was comparing herself to? I mean, Kohane, you know, she has this complex about her wings, right? And then there's Yukina with her forehead. Because even if there was a difference, wasn't that like showing a test paper out of 100 points and saying I got a 98? No, you're cute, Rin. I guarantee it.
いいですよ先輩。そんな気を使ってくれなくて。
It's true. Like in terms of looks, you're like one of the most attractive heroines in this whole game. No, it's the truth.
じゃあ、ユキナ先輩と小羽先輩と千歳と私、この中で
What?
エッチするなら誰を選びますか？
Chitose! I'm sorry! Chitose is my favorite, and she's not even a winnable heroine! Chitose is not even a winnable heroine, and she's my favorite. I mean, you, of course, Rin-chan. What? What's with that ultimate selection? I was expected to choose a sexual partner? My brain stopped working at the shock. However, even though the question of having sex was insane, if it was the question of which girl would I choose, the answer really was simple. That's obvious. It's Chitose. You, Rin. No, it's Chitose. Chitose is my favorite girl. I bought the fan disc just for her. You're my sweetheart. Chitose is not winnable in the main game. You have to play the fan disc in order to get her. But Chitose is my favorite, hands down. She is my favorite. I'm so sad she's not winnable in the main game. But out of everyone in the main game, I mean, Rin is definitely up there. It's like Rin, Aoi, Kohane. Those are like my top three. And Koto-chan. Koto, Aoi, Rin, and Kohane. Those are my top girls in the main game. You asked, girl. Rin's cheeks blushed slightly, and she averted her gaze in embarrassment.
なんだかずるい答えですけど。
You asked!
そう言ってもらえると悪い気もします。
Can you imagine if I said Chitose? I wanna be with your friend rather than you. No, that would be very, very bad. It was an incredible question, so I was surprised. First of all, I wondered if I'd received an agreement on that. Wait a sec. I'm not displeased at being told that. Did she just give a half-hearted okay? Were those Rin's true feelings? No. You have to be 1000% sure before you do anything. Well, of course it was just a question, and no one said anything about putting it into practice. I know, don't go overboard, calm down. My head is spinning. Somehow the atmosphere was heavy. No, not heavy. Rather, it was restless. And I couldn't settle down. Earlier, I'd opened my mouth and inserted my foot, and the next words would have a great influence on future developments. What should I say? I felt like this was a contest! What kind of contest? Uh-oh. This wasn't the place to be having internal dialogues. Don't be so flustered. But, although the two of us remained silent, the mood was rigid. Okay, I'll just say anything here. Go ahead.
そちらから
No, ladies first.
そちらからお願いします。
Okay, listen to what I have to say. How do we get in this kind of conversation? Right. We were talking about what kind of conditions have to occur to establish us as a girlfriend and boyfriend.
です。
Still, in order for the two of us to proceed as sweethearts, there should be some kind of cue. Why don't you kiss? In other words, what's the first domino? If only that falls, there would be an avalanche effect and we could proceed as boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't think that's really true. Some couples are celibate. Some couples don't have sex. Maybe they're asexual. Maybe they're demisexual. Maybe they are sexually incompatible. That doesn't mean they're less of a couple.
だから、もし
But okay, this is a heteronormative eroge, I get it.
恋人になるために必要なも
You
のが
gotta kiss!
精神的なつながりだけじ
You
ゃなか
gotta
ったと
kiss.
したら
I love this BGM. We come to the subject. Certainly, I think that for what you would call a sweetheart, there's an incredible connection in sexual relationship. But Irina was staring with her huge eyes turned to me. In the room, the decreasing sound of the AC rumbled. How should we do this? Actually, I thought of this once or twice. More than gathering emotional exchanges, if there's a physical connection, it bonds people many times faster, doesn't it? I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think so. I think there needs to be emotion before the physical. In this area, porn manga is like before we worry about this or that, if we have sex, we automatically become lovers. But with Irina and I would feel guilty embracing that kind of thought. I myself wouldn't like an ulterior motive to surface. It wasn't like the two of us promised let's proceed platonically or anything. It was common knowledge that the trial sweetheart relationship didn't include having sex, or should have been. Probably. If we become boyfriend and girlfriend by having sex, then the trial period itself didn't have much meaning. Yeah, I agree. That tracks. Making the conditions to be sweethearts after gathering emotional exchanges, that was the aim, wasn't it? Just the aim is to fall in love. I can't say it well, but before we communicate heart to heart, it's okay to have sex, isn't it? That's what I feel. I don't think so. I think there needs to be feelings before the physical. But also they are clearly in love with each other, so... Yep, that was an immature speech, if I do say so myself. But that's what I thought, so it couldn't be helped. If we carry on a sexual relationship, we'll immediately become boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't think that's how it works. Or else, carrying on a sexual relationship itself is proof that we've become sweethearts. Again, I don't think that's how it works. I think you are sweethearts and then you have a sexual relationship. After. Rather, to become sweethearts is the condition under which you can have a sexual relationship. You cannot have a sexual relationship and then you become sweethearts. That's the opposite. That's the opposite. You become sweetheart first, and then you have a sexual relationship. You do not have a sexual relationship, and then you become sweethearts by having that. No, I disagree.
それなら
But whatever, this is an eroge. I'm thinking way too much about it.
試してみます。
What? What? No, this is YouTube. This is YouTube. I cannot show this. I cannot show this. That's,
そういうことです。
But we haven't even held hands. Yeah, they haven't even held hands. Have they hugged? Have they kissed?
まあ、そうですけど。
It's really rushing. Rushing past various things, suddenly having that kind of relationship, was that okay? We didn't understand, so we were trying it out. But seems like not a good
体を
idea.
重ねることで最初のドミノが倒れるかどうか試してみればはっきりするって思う。
Eroge logic. Saying this, Irene faced me with her direct gaze. Well, what welled up in those eyes wasn't just curiosity. It was anticipation and anxiety. Well, she seems to want it, so, like, fine, I guess. Irene continued to look at me, various emotions mingling in her eyes. Unconsciously, I cleared my throat, and although the AC was working, gradually sweat began to run down my back. Is this okay? I asked, feeling a little strange.
私はいいです。
Well, we have consent, so I guess go for it.
先輩の都合は悪いですか？
I mean, yeah, I personally would not. I would not until, like, I'm more certain about our feelings. Oh, I'm prepared for an answer. My throat closed up. But this is something significant.
分かってます。
Seemed Irene was really prepared to do it. I could tell from her words and her mood. And then there were my feelings. With what feelings did I start the trial with Irene? Irene, if we actually become lovers, would I think there was something wrong with it? No, that won't happen. If it did, it would be lack of self-confidence, like, am I good enough for Irene, or feelings of guilt. But if I cut it off here, what would Irene think? Earlier, Irene posed the question of who would I choose, and moreover, a sexual partner. On top of that, if I pulled away now, how would Irene feel? I would be more considerate, honestly. Let me get a drink of water. Making me thirsty. But if I pull back here, I'm nothing as a boyfriend. I understand. I want to try it too. Then maybe you and I will be real lovers, Irene. Oh no. Half floating in a fever, I answered her. Oh, what a cute little CG. I should do something, shouldn't I? Irene made a slightly troubled face at these unreliable words. It's nothing, sorry, I worried you.
はい。
Dean's face was close. First off was, of course, according to protocol, it starts with a kiss. Slowly, I brought my face closer to Dean's. At my movement, Dean too understood what was coming next, and slowly she closed her eyes. She's so pretty. Her long eyelashes and light coral eyes drew nearer. Her cheeks were faintly flushed, her ears dyed scarlet, as if ink was spilled on them. After so long, I could appreciate what an incredibly cute girl she is. Or rather, I felt that I realized it. Like that, in front of Dean's face, I tilted my head just a bit and carefully established my target. And then immediately, I don't know if this is a very well-written kiss, but whatever, a touch, softer and more moist than I had imagined, took control of my lips. I gotta say, the age scenes in Under the Moon were better written. Dean's voice escaped a little. Feeling the increasing fever throughout my body take control, I concentrated my consciousness on Dean's lips. Who says it like that? I mean, I wouldn't write it like that, personally. The sigh reached my ears. With just that, a satisfied feeling, as well as a more pointed feeling of longing, welled up in me. This was a narcotic. A word I never thought to use came to mind. Despite the fact that I should have known a little about a girl's tenderness, this was an altogether different feeling. Initiating kiss protocol, target acquired, exactly. Slowly, I separated from Dean's lips. Okay, you had a nice kiss. Tears overflowed just a little from her closed eyes. I wondered if those tears had some meaning. I wanted to know, but I was afraid to know. I thought that I should say something, but no words at all would come to mind. As if to escape from the pressure of creating the silence, once again I brought my face close to Dean. And the second kiss. The instant I touched the apex of her lips. This time, the pressure from both of us was collected in our lips. This is just a weirdly written kiss, I'm sorry. It was stronger than the first kiss. Our lips were pressing against one another. How much longer is this gonna go on? Dean's breathing became irregular, just a little. More than the difficulty breathing, a stimulation that numbed my consciousness was rushing from my lips through me. Right now, my face and ears are probably flushed bright red as well. But that embarrassment was insignificant right now. I was fascinated by the act of kissing in a daze. And once again, I gently drew my face away. Stared directly at Dean's cloudy eyes. A feeling that I've never held before was gripping me. A pleasant feeling of what I was touching, a fulfillment. A feeling like I wanted to grow as close as possible to her. The sensation that I just realized for the first time, this girl, Dean, was here. I wanted to be closer, and I wanted to be on top of her. All right! I cannot show any more, I think. I don't think I can show any more. I do not think I can show any more. I do not think I can show any more. All right, nope, okay, moving on. Nope. Ha 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 ha, I can't show it. After the deed was done, we dozed off for a little while, but suddenly, Dean rose and put on her clothes and... It was unprotected, by the way. Unprotected. Gently spilled my half-finished iced coffee over the bed sheets. Oi, what are you doing? Ah, that makes sense. On saying this, Dean stripped the sheets from the bed and left the room. Beneath the iced coffee stain was the blood that Dean had shed. Maybe not be so rough next time, bro. Right, if her mother found out, it would be a big problem. Or how should I say it? We've gone that far. I feel those sheets are no longer of any use. I thought she would have had something else to say to me. But it seemed Dean had no time for that. She just sat across from me. Let me get a drink of water. Hold on. And then, after receiving a refill on the iced coffee, I tried to have some kind of conversation with her. Somehow, it was the most difficult thing in the world to face her. The topics were the large amount of rain we'd had this summer, and the plans for the Western Seas Maid Cafe. We wasted time piling on these trifling conversations. For some reason, neither of us could touch the subject of our act. I would maybe want to talk about it. I'd be like, hey, was that okay? How are you feeling? You know, physically, mentally, emotionally. Somehow, I wasn't showing my true feelings yet. Although it was only a few hours since I'd merged Oh my god. For some reason, it felt like a long time ago. Or rather, a part of me couldn't believe whether or not it was a reality. But, thinking about it calmly, we were no longer trial sweethearts. We'd become genuine lovers. Well, wasn't that how we had to feel about it? Certainly, I should confirm this feeling with Dean. At least, that's how I felt. Why didn't you talk about this after? Thinking this, I wanted to use the scarce remaining moments in summer vacation more valuably with everything I had. The original arrangement with Dean was to be trial sweethearts only during summer vacation, but I hoped that we'd always be able to be together, the two of us. Autumn and winter, And after that. All right. People walking down the road looked at me suspiciously as they passed by, as I got fired up again on the way back. Next time, I wondered if we were going on a date somewhere. I thought about tomorrow and what happened after that. It was understandable that my steps to the dorm became lighter. August 25th. I'm gonna save here.
Nanda ka, 未だに実感が湧かない。私は一体どうしてしまったんだろう。
Oh no, she's regretting it.
机の上に参考書を広げてみたものの、全く勉強は進まない。
I like how we get her perspective.
少しの罪悪感と、それがどうしたのよっていう居直りにも似た気持ち。あの日、先輩と結ばれたこと、そしてずっと前から想像していたことを自分がしてしまったこと、先輩に触れて互いを感じて、自然と
Don't get too explicit now.
どうしてなんだろう。あんなことで何かが変わるなんて自分に限ってありえないと思っていたのに。でも胸がドキドキする。
Did you think nothing would change after that?
このドキドキを分析して物語へと組み込もうって必死で考えるけど、この胸の苦しさはどんな言葉で表現できるかわからない。この息が詰まるような甘くて苦い気持ち。先輩、
できてないってどういうこと？
Mother of the year, everybody.
できてないものはできてない。手を抜いたわけじゃない。考えるのを諦めたわけでもない。手を尽くした上でできないの？出てこないの？
そんな言い訳通用するはずないでしょ。あれだけ時間を与えたじゃない。なのにプロットの半分もできてないなんて。
Oh, she has to finish writing a novel?
考える時間の長さは関係ない。密度とひらめきが全てだって以前お母さんにそう教えてもらったと思うけど。
Why is her mom putting so much pressure on her writing a novel?
じゃあどうして今のあなたには密度の濃い詩作も輝きを秘めたひらめきも湧いてこないのかしら？集中力が足りないとしか思えない。母としてじゃなく編集者として言うわ。
Wait, her mom is her editor? Wait. So Udine is a published novelist? And her mother is her editor?
あなたには万人が認める才能がある。だけどそれを活かせるのはあなただけなのよ。やめるならもうきっぱりとやめてしまいなさい。おままごと気分でやられるのは迷惑だわ。
Her mom sucks. I would not want my mother as my editor.
書くわよ。
God, no. Oh no, girl, writing is hard, especially when you're being forced into it.
私にはそれしかないから。
だったら
Oh, she's so
しっか
mean.
りと覚悟を決め
She's
る
so
ことね。
mean-coded.
もうあの男の人と付き合うのはやめなさい。
You suck!
これ
Boo!
は編集者じゃなく母としての言葉よ。
Why? You suck. She sucks. Her mom sucks.
今のあなたを見ているとわかるわ。あの人と付き合うことであなたにプラスになってることなんて
It
何も
makes her
ない。
happy? That's the benefit?
どうしてそんなことが言えるの？
あなたは恋愛ごっこというぬるま湯に浸かりたいだけ。そこから得られるものなんて何もないわ。いい？あなたの想像力は現実を超えていける力強さを持っているの。その想像の力を現実のしがらみなんかで曇らせてしまってはダメ。
So, you cannot date anybody because it hinders your imagination? What kind of stupid reason is that?
あなたが現実にウエイトを置こうとすると 想像の力はどんどん失われていくわ。
Mommy editor is wondering why you're not finished writing that eroge scene already. I wrote 28 scenes, and I did it in 3 months.
だけど
Less than
それって
even.
バランスの取り方を思い出しなさいって言ってるの。自身の全てを創作の世界に置けと言っているわけじゃないの。
Seems like you are, though.
現実とは最低限の関わりを持ってるだけでいいのよ。そうすればあなたの想像力はよみがえる。だから決断しなさい。
I hate her. I hate her so much. I hate Lean's mother so much.
わけわかんない。どうして先輩のせいになるの？先輩は関係ない。書けなくなったのは私のせい。
リン、
先輩は関係ない。
That was a nice scream.
先輩は関係ない。ここいい？
Chitose-chan! Rushing to turn around, there was my close friend Chitose standing behind my chair. I love how it's from her perspective now. I love it.
珍しいね、千歳。塾は今日は家庭教師の日だったけど、先生が風邪で休んじゃった。
Chitose just has the cutest voice in the entire world to me.
りんちゃんがいるかなと思って図書館に来ちゃった。
Saying this, Chitose raised the tote bag she was holding to show me.
お兄さんに教えてもらえばいいのに。
Hello, Joshua. We're playing period today.
ダメだよ。自分の勉強もあるし、いろいろと忙しそうだし、可愛い妹の頼みなら聞いてくれると思うけど。
Especially because Chitose's brother Shigehisa's a total siscon.
そうかな。本当にそう思う？
I see that blush.
言ってみるのはただじゃない。そうだよね。
Chitose was really into her older brother as usual. She is so into her brother and her route. It's not even funny. I'm upset they don't end up together. She seemed really happy. She's a brocon. She's got the brother complex.
断られたら千歳はショックしか？それどういう意味？
Flustered, Chitose took a seat. I felt guilty about teasing innocent Chitose, but it was genuinely fun to see her sweet reaction. Sorry, Chitose.
夏休みもあと1週間だね。りんちゃんは宿題片付きそう？もう終わってる。早い。
Chitose hurriedly began to speak.
私、塾の宿題と並行してやってたら学校の宿題が全然片付いてなくて。
Cram school is like the worst. You have to give yourself extra work.
あ、
No.
そっか。ありがとう。
She smiled sweetly. Chitose's smile is cute, isn't it? Whatever it takes, I have to make that sunny face smile.
でも大丈夫。自分で頑張ってみるね。
I got back the answer I expected. Well, Chitose is that kind of girl.
あれ？りんちゃん。気のせいかな。なんか雰囲気が違う。どうしてそう思うの？特に理由はないんだけど、なんとなく以前のりんちゃんと
Woman's intuition.
女
Exactly.
ってやつかな。女の勘ってやつかな。別にどこも変わってないよ。そうかな。
Something changed. Chitose stared at me. Unconsciously, I looked away.
なんかね、そう前よりも可愛くなってる気がするよ。それこそ気のせい。
Something clicked when Chitose told me this. Certainly after experiencing that with Senpai, I may have been a different person than I was before. Had I changed, I wonder? No changes would appear other than an outward appearance, I think. I don't think that humans are as simple as to have our appearances changed after it's not the first time for that anymore.
そっか。じゃあ、気のせいだね。
Chitose took textbooks and notes out of her bag as she said this. But I was a little surprised. I thought at a time like this, a woman's intuition is pretty accurate. Leaping over theory and probability, she jumped directly into the truth with a feeling like, that's how it feels? That was ESP, almost. Extrasensory perception? Shaking off the inconsequential ideas, I returned once more to studying. In order to fill the blank spaces in the workbook, I opened the nearby English-Japanese dictionary again. The sound of erasers rubbing on paper and the sound of clicking mechanical pencils sometimes reached my ears. After an hour passed with my gaze on the desk, I let out a few words entirely as if I was murmuring to myself.
私、また書くことになっちゃった。え？
Chitose opened her eyes a little wide.
本当に？また、りんちゃんのお話が読めるんだ。嬉しい。私、ずっと待ってたんだ。りんちゃんがまたお話書いてくれること。
Oh man, I love this route. It's about writing and writer's block and inspiration. I love it.
りんちゃん？あんまり乗り気じゃない。
My environment pushes me on. Work your brush, don't rest your hand, spin your tail.
大丈夫だよ。りんちゃんの本を待ってる人、たくさんいると思うよ。
Chitose rushed to say this.
だから、頑張ってほしいな。
Chitose cheered me on with those pure eyes. Try hard. The words I hear from Mother just about every night. Unfortunately, that phrase was useless as a magic incantation to cheer me up. Rather, the opposite. The more I hear it, the more weight on my heart multiplies. I know that Chitose is rooting for me from the bottom of her heart. But even if I receive enough encouragement, I don't have the self-confidence to live up to it.
私にできることがあれば、何でも言ってね。応援するから。ありがとう。
But there was no guarantee that I would be able to write. The spring of creation within me was drying up. That possibility darkened my mood. Back then, so many words used to pour out from inside me, overflowing. Paramours whispering vows of eternal love. So many oracles brought forth from shining kingdoms. Now, I could hear nothing. They wouldn't answer me, as if they'd abandoned me.
りんちゃん？大丈夫？
Before I realized it, there was Chitose's face right next to me.
なんだか少し顔色が悪いみたい。
She's overworked. She's trying to force her way through a writer's block.
平気。無理しちゃダメだよ。分かってるよ。何かあったら雨宮先輩にも助けてもらうのもいいかもね。
I was startled. With Chitose's face close to me, I remembered Senpai. I looked away so Chitose wouldn't realize my face had turned red. At any rate, saved. I wonder if I was frail enough to need saving right now. If the only way to ensure the continuation of my ability was to rely on something, that wasn't really good evidence. However, if by relying on something I could release a radiance many times greater than thou... Sounds like she wants someone to rely on. Alright. We're getting into juicy territory. Save it for next time! We're getting deeper into Rin's story. I never knew she was like a published author or trying to be a published author. And her mom is her editor? Crazy. Alright. Close that. Yeah. And chat. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you had fun. I have quite a few waiting rooms that are currently up. Deeper into it too. It's horrible. I have quite a few waiting rooms up. Saturday we're gonna play some more Umo Musume. Next week we will resume period on Monday. And then a new game, Sankaku Renai. And then Island for next week. Hello, Memento. I'm sorry, it looks like you arrived a bit late at the very end, but please check out the VOD. We got a spicy scene. If you want to play the spicy scene for yourself, I recommend importing a copy from Amazon Japan or Mandarake, or maybe you can get a digital copy from DL site. I don't know. Either way, it was really interesting. Learning more about Rin and her troubles. I did not know she was like a prolific author. And I love any kind of eroge that's like about writing, any kind of route that's about writing and creative writing and novel writing. I love that kind of stuff. So this is like close to my heart. So yeah, I'm really interested to see where it goes and whether there will be another H scene. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you on Saturday. Bye-bye!